What's going on? I hope you all are good. So, The Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 4. Now, with this episode we are halfway through the season, and I just have to say right off the bat that this episode doesn't progress the story much at all, apart from the fact that Grogu is now a part of the Children of the Watch. This episode, I have to say, had many flaws, and it does not make sense to me why we'd get this episode this deep into the season considering nothing much has actually happened. Don't get me wrong, I love the Order 66 scene. I cannot help but be happy seeing clones and Jedi on Coruscant during Order 66. I'm always going to enjoy that, but for the most part this episode just didn't do it for me. I mean, first of all, why are the Mandalorians so incompetent? Why did they choose to live in this area where they get attacked by monsters every day? I mean, in this episode, a child literally gets taken by a dragon, and one of the Mandalorians say that this has happened before, which is absolutely stupid. How many times does a creature need to come and steal or kill a member of your clan, let alone a child of your clan, before you realise maybe this is not a good place to live? They've been attacked twice in this season, but that is only a fraction of the amount of times that this has happened to them. Let's think about how we thought of Mandalorians before seeing them in this show. They were spoken of as complete badasses who can take out Jedi and are the most skilled soldiers that you can get. They are the only soldiers more badass than clones, and yet in this show they do not prove that at all. They literally allow members of their clan to get snatched up by a creature and eaten. And the other times, I think they mentioned that they don't even follow the creatures, they just let it happen. They say, oh no, we can't follow them, they're too fast. We don't have enough fuel in our jetpacks, so we can't follow them and get our member back. It just makes the Mandalorians look so stupid. And in the scene where they actually decide to chase after the creature, with their jetpacks that they have mentioned cannot fly that far. They couldn't have got here without a ship, so how come they don't have one now? And I'm sure that's what most of you thought watching this. But what makes it worse is that they actually prove our point when Bo Katan flies past them all after their jetpacks have emptied and they can't follow anymore. Bo Katan flies over them with her ship, and of course is catching up with the creature pretty quickly and easily. It's common sense, so that made them look stupid. But then literally after that scene, it cuts back to Bo Katan walking back to them, and she tells them that she knows where the creature is and that they need to go and rescue the kid now, or something along those lines. And during that moment I'm thinking, why couldn't you have just saved the kid? Shoot the creature, you've got a badass ship with very powerful weapons, and you didn't think of just taking out the creature there and saving the kid before he gets eaten. In my opinion, it's just a very odd episode. And honestly, we don't even have time for an episode like this in this show. We're already halfway through and nothing has happened. And honestly, for me, this is the least entertaining season of the whole show, and it's the least important, considering, like I said, nothing has happened. This season lacks the tension, the worry for the characters, the amazing storyline that we all get drawn into, and there's just something off about the season, which doesn't help considering viewing numbers are down due to the show being away for 2 years after season 2 was the most successful show on Disney Plus and had a great ending, which they actually ruined by making the ending of season 2 ineffective after changing it in Boba Fett, so that everyone who doesn't watch Boba Fett and watches season 3 of The Mandalorian totally confused after watching episode 1 and seeing Din and Grogu together. So basically this episode is just very confusing to me. It just does not make sense for this season and for this point in the show. We don't have time for these filler episodes. This is not the Clone Wars or Rebels or the Bad Batch. We just need something more meaningful. These episodes have been very empty. I've enjoyed them a lot, don't get me wrong. I'm making it sound like I haven't enjoyed the season. I have. It's been better than every other Star Wars show we've had, including Andor. But I'm very real with myself, and I cannot ignore the points and the moments where it's obvious that this show is making weird decisions and just not progressing the story. I mean, I have to keep it real. I notice things when they just don't add up, and it just doesn't make sense to me. But don't get me wrong, I've really enjoyed the season so far. It just lacks compared to the previous two. But anyway, on a positive note, the Order 66 scenes were great. I mean, I don't even think them scenes are perfect, but like I said, it's always great seeing Jedi and clones back, especially in live action. I just thought that the scene where the Jedi save Grogu would be more important, like we'd see Palpatine or Anakin come through that door, but it wasn't the case. We actually saw the actor for Jar Jar make an appearance. His name is Ahmed Best, if you did not know, but it's so good for him to have another appearance in Star Wars and as a badass character instead of a goofy one that people just didn't like. Not everyone, but most people at the time just had a problem with Jar Jar and gave him a hard time for it. So I'm just very happy for that actor to make another appearance with a green lightsaber in one hand and a blue in the other. He looked badass, the Jedi robes look awesome, and he did a good job, but I just hope the next flashback leads to something that is actually more meaningful, because they showed that Grogu is like any other youngling, a part of the Jedi Order. He was just one of the many younglings that of course they want to save all of them, as many as possible. I just thought that Grogu would be more significant, like he has the highest potential or he's the son of Yoda. Now that could still be the case, but I just thought that scene would be more important, and we'd see a very important character come through that door. But other than that, I enjoyed the scene. But for the most part, this episode was just an odd one for me. But I'm still enjoying the season, I cannot wait to see where it leads. All the actors are doing a great job. So yeah, on to the next episode, cannot wait. What did you think about the episode? Put it down below. Do you agree or disagree with my takes? Let everyone know in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, so I forgot to mention some things that I left out of my review. The first thing I wanted to say is that Carl Weathers directed this episode, and he did very well with most of the shots. Like the shots of the Mandalorians flying after the creature. The shots reminded me a lot of Iron Man 1, and I thought they were great. He did a great job with what he was given. And honestly, the flaws of this episode I blame on Jon Favreau, due to him being the writer of the episode. And I know Dave Filoni was co-writer, but I think we all know what part of the episode Dave Filoni wrote. It was the Order 66 scene, of course, as it should have been. And the other thing I wanted to point out is that the child that was taken by the creature was actually Pre Vizsla's child. He has never mentioned having a child. It hasn't even been relevant in this story. And the way they throw it in the episode, it just comes out of nowhere at the weirdest time. He didn't have a reaction to his son being taken away. It's like he only just remembered that that was his son, a whole 24 hours into hunting down the creature. Which leads to another point. Why did it take 2 whole days to hunt that creature down? And why did they even take a break to sleep? Especially Pre Vizsla, that's your child. Why would you decide to sleep overnight and give the creature a lot more time to eat and consume your child? I'm pretty sure that they said that the child was inside the monster's belly for most of that time, which makes it even more insane for the father to say, you know what, let's just take a break here, I'm a bit tired, my foot's hurting, let's just lay down by the campfire, let's eat some food, let's chill for a bit. No father is going to be taking a break when his son is probably consumed already. Honestly, in the real world, the child would have been consumed and shat out by now. But yeah, they're the extra points I wanted to make. And I'm sure there's some more that I'm missing out, but I can't think of them right now. But yeah, that'll be it. I enjoyed the episode overall. So yeah, on to the next episode. Cannot wait. What did you think about the episode? Put it down below. Do you agree or disagree with my takes? Let everyone know in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one.
Vacate, motherfucker.
We actually get to go in. Oh, wow. This is where Luke got frozen. No, this is where Han got frozen. Oh, this is cool. What happens if I jump in there? Do I die? Guess we'll never know. Vader, get out. Let's fight. Let's fight, Vader. Come on. This is sad, but you're gonna go out like this. 1 bullet left, and you're dead. Come on, you're better than this. Come on, give me a real fight. Come on. Okay, B is to dodge. Okay, get used to it again. That's the block. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Okay, he's better with this dude.